Okay, so we're here in the garden as usual, and it's just coming into mid-February, so we're definitely on schedule for getting all our beds prepped, and maybe a little bit behind actually. But so what we're doing today is we've uncovered all our tarped beds. They've been tarped for about 3 months, and what we've done then is we've raked off any debris from the top, like weeds and stuff like that. I'll give it a quick go over with the flame weeder, and now I'm going to put 2 or 3 cups of fish blood and bone meal into each bed, and then maybe an inch of compost, and then we'll leave it another week or two, do another weed, and then once all the seeds have begun germinating, we can transplant things then. But I have some help today, as you can see, pretty weed free, and there's a wheelbarrow full of weeds just there, so yeah, we're going to keep doing this, so it's looking good. Okay, so we are in the greenhouse that we built. It's like a little mini greenhouse. Didn't film any of the construction of the greenhouse because I'm a terrible filmmaker, but that's going to be improved upon in future vlogs. Today, what we're doing is we're planting spinach. So right behind me I have a little patch, a little preliminary bed that I made about 6 months ago, and I left it tarped, and I left it covered over basically with this kind of tarp, and I've been calling it the secret garden, but the way that everything's freed up, it doesn't look quite secret anymore. It used to be all covered over with brambles and stuff, but after about 6 months of it being tarped, we're going to open it up. It was some earth mixed with sawdust, so we're going to see how it decomposed. So what we're after finding is this beautiful decomposed soil. We've loads of mycelium, loads of fungus and stuff like that, so it's absolutely brilliant. But unfortunately I think we might have destroyed a little field mouse's house. Now, I'm pretty new to tarping, or the idea of using light deprivation to get rid of your weeds, but it's after working out pretty well for me so far. Right behind me, I'm setting up a new kind of a trellising for the peas that I'm going to grow. Last year I set them up with just kind of those bamboo cane sticks. It worked pretty well, but there was a bit too much vegetation and some of them got lost. I ended up losing track of them, so hopefully this is going to work a bit better. I've basically got 2 wooden poles and I'm attaching some kind of netting in between, some kind of fencing. It should make it kind of more breathable, less prone to kind of mold hopefully, and easier to harvest as well. Yeah, let's get to it. So the raspberry patch is finally starting to get reclaimed. I think it has 1 or 2 varieties of raspberries in it, and I think there's some different types of berries, maybe some gooseberries up the top as well. But what we did was we first got loads of sawdust and mulched it all with sawdust, and now we're finally getting kind of half decomposed wood chip. We're putting it down on the floor, and just to keep all the weeds back and to make it more defined. Okay, so right here we have some rose plants. I think they're roses. They look very like roses, and they're kind of thorny in places, and they're still alive, so we're going to rescue them from these pots and give them a deserving home and put them in these pots. I've put some rotten wood and a few different types of stones in there, and we're going to put some manure in there, and hopefully they'll turn into lovely roses. So it is the first day back at the garden since the big snow. You might have heard of the beast from the east, and we're just going to check it out and see what the story is. Damn, this snow did a lot of damage.